Okay, so we're making chicken kebabs today, and we will be frying the kebabs. So I have 2 pound chicken thigh meat. I do find if you use chicken thigh meat, it's slightly more juicier than when you get breast meat. So I've got 2 pound of that. In the spices, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of red chili powder, also 1 tablespoon of crushed red chili flakes, 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, sorry, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of um, coriander powder, and 1 teaspoon of garam masala. What we're going to do is the onions and the green chilies and the ginger and garlic paste, we're going to put them in a blender and blend it into a fine paste. And coriander, we're just going to chop it up and put it in at the end. So let's get these spices all blended up. Okay, so I've cut the onions, I've just chopped them up and I'm just going to blend them in a blender. I actually forgot to tell you how many green chilies we're going to put in. So we're going to use 8 green chilies. You can adjust it to your own taste, it's fine. And then we're just going to use at least 2 tablespoons of coriander leaves. So we're not putting the stalks in, we're just going to put the leaves in of the coriander. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop these up and put them in the blender as well. So I've got the onions, green chilies and the ginger and garlic paste is going to be added in that as well. And we're just going to go ahead and blend it. Okay, so we got the 2 pound thigh meat chicken keema, and I've just chopped the coriander leaves, so that's gone in. We're just going to put the 2 tablespoons of salt, add that in, and 2 tablespoons of red chili, add that in as well. 1 tablespoon of crushed chili, oops, and 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin powder, and 1 tablespoon of garam masala. Add them all in, and the blended masala are now blended, so we can add them in as well. And then we're just going to mix all this in. That's how easy it is. Okay, so now that everything has been added in, we're just going to mix this in now. If you feel as if your masala is loose, you can add some breadcrumbs in, gram flour in, just to stiffen it up. So I'm just going to continue and mix this. Okay, so it's nicely mixed in, but it is slightly loose, the masala. So I'm just going to make some breadcrumbs and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my breadcrumbs. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make breadcrumbs, because the keema that we made, the masala is slightly loose, and obviously we don't want it loose, otherwise you're not going to be able to roll out your kebabs. So what we're going to do, we just ignore my dirty toaster here. I'm just going to put the bread in. Just going to put 3 toast in, and then we're just going to toast this, and once it's toasted we're going to blend it, and that's how we're going to make our breadcrumbs. So I'm just going to wait for that to toast up, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so now that the toast are nicely toasted, as you can see, what we're going to do is we're just going to take the ends off very gently. And then just continue to do that with all of them. Okay, so now that the toast are, we've taken the crusts off and we've toasted them, all we're going to do is just get a blender and we're just going to break them in the blender. And we're just going to make our breadcrumbs, just roughly, you don't have to be precise. And then just continue to do this one as well. Okay, so it's nicely all blended. Well, it's not blended, I've put it inside the blender and broken it into pieces. And what we're going to do is just get your blender and just go ahead and blend this. Okay, so it's nicely all blended into a powder form. Just going to add that in as well. As you can see. And that's how you make your homemade breadcrumbs. Once you know how to do it this way, you'll never go out and buy breadcrumbs again. You can toast them even more if you want, but I just need it to absorb the moisture in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this as normal. Okay, so the masala mixture is now ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to refrigerate this for at least an hour, and then we're going to start frying these. So just cover it with cling film. You can leave it overnight if you want, but I'm actually going to make it in an hour. So that's all cling film. And then I'll show you when we're ready to fry. I have also made a seekh kebab video as well, and I've also made a chicken breast meat kebab, which I made in the air fryer. So if you are interested in watching that, I'll leave it in the description below, so definitely go ahead and watch that as well. But this we're going to make it a traditional way, where we're just going to make them into a round circle and then fry them, so I'll show you that as well. Okay, so it's been about an hour now, and we're just going to uncover this. As you can see, and we're just going to start rolling it out now. Okay, so I've got some oil. Just going to put some oil on my hands. You can use water or oil. I prefer to use water. Just going to get a bit of masala. And then just going to flatten it out into like a little patty shape, just like that. And just make it thin as possible. It's just going to look like this. And then just put it to the side. Put a little bit more oil on your hand. Get a little bit more masala. You're just going to make it into a nice smooth round ball first. So make sure it's nice and smooth. So just like a kofta style, like little meatballs. Once you've got the round shape, just go ahead and flatten it, but make sure you neaten the sides as you go along. And then just continue to flatten this. And then continue to do that with all the masala that you have. Okay, so as you can see, I've done quite a few already. Just going to do one more. I'm just going to fry a little bit just to show you. And I'm actually going to freeze the rest, because you can actually freeze them at this point. So once you've done this, Just get a flat tray, put some cling film on it and put these on top of the cling film and then leave it in the freezer. And then once they're frozen, just put them into a Ziploc bag and they should last for at least 3 months in the freezer. So I'm just going to go ahead and fry these for you and then I'm going to show you. I've still got this much masala left, so I'm going to freeze them. But I'm just going to fry these for now, just to show you. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of oil in the pan. Just going to heat this up. And then we're going to fry the kebabs in this. Okay, so the oil's heating up. I'm just going to put a little bit of kebab masala in. So as soon as it sizzles, I know it's ready for me to put the kebabs in. Now you can see it sizzling. Just going to put the kebabs in. So just carefully put them in, one by one. And just let that fry. Okay, so this time round we're making the kebabs where we're traditionally doing it in the traditional way where we fry them. But I have made these kebabs before and I have uploaded a video already, so I'll leave it in the descriptions before where I've actually made it in the air fryer. So for those of you that are a bit more healthy and do not want to fry it in oil, you can definitely use this recipe and use it in the air fryer. Definitely watch that video, I'll leave it in the description below for you. Okay, so we're ready to turn them around. So just gently turn them around just like this. We've got room to fit one more in. And then just continue to fry this until they're nice golden brown. Okay, I just thought I'll quickly show you. I'm just going to quickly make some chutney as well. I don't know if you remember, but I uploaded a video before where I showed you how to make chutney and how to freeze this chutney. So whenever you need it, you can just defrost it and just add mixed yogurt and a little pinch of salt and your chutney is ready. It's just quick and easy. If you've not seen this video that I showed you, then I will definitely leave it in the description as well so that you know how I made a chutney as well, just in case if you missed that video. Okay, so just going to turn them over one more time. And whenever you can find space, just keep adding them in. Okay, so the ones that are ready, just gently take this one out. Just get a paper towel and just put it on the paper towel. And that will just absorb the excess oil there. I've just added the second lot in now. I'm just going to fry them just the way that we fried the others, like a golden brown colour, and then we're going to take it out. Okay, so the kebabs are now ready and I've quickly made some chutney. If you would like the chutney recipe, I will link it in the description below. And that's how the kebabs look like. ready to eat.